Okay, before I start, this is how part 8 begins. 1 month? Yes, I wasn't sure if I should tell you, but I couldn't stand not talking to anyone about it. She covers her face with hands and starts crying. Cress, I move closer to her and gently wrap my arms around her. It's okay, we can do this. I know we can. Thoughts of Eric returning are the furthest thing from my mind. All I can think about is Astra and getting the cure from her. We need to succeed next. We need to succeed next week. We can't afford to lose any time. At the end of the week, we're finished ready to go. Astra and I have our tickets, and we boarded the plane together. Together with the bags we will need for the weekend. Let me carry that for you. Oh, thank you. Her her small carry-on bag is probably too tight, too light to cause any trouble, but I still feel better once I have it. You're such a gentleman. I smile. We sat down together. I tried to think about anything besides 3 weeks. 3 weeks left after this. Stop. Thinking about it won't make it any better. What's wrong, Mike? Uh-oh. What should I tell her? I was wondering if you were comfortable. Yes, I am fine. Do you need a pillow? Or maybe something to drink? Hehe. You sound like Cress. Did she give you a strict instructions on how to take care of me? I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm fine, Mike. Honestly, relax. Sorry, I'll try. I almost wish Cress doesn't tell me the truth. The plane takes off and Astra looks out of the window. Flying won't make her condition worse, will it? No, calm down. Cress will have thought of that. You know, this is the first time I ever gone somewhere without Cress since we came here. I bet it must feel strange. A little, yeah, yes. But I don't mind being alone with you. What should I say? Let's focus on the mission. Oh, of course. This isn't the time of a sidetrack by important things. We need to get the second ingredient as soon as possible. Astra rests her back against the seat, closest her eyes. Are you okay? I'm just a little tired, that's all. Go ahead and rest. I'll be right here. We pass the rest of the plane. Right, silence as soon as we reach our destination. Is this it? According to the map, yes. Okay, are you ready to go? Or do you need to rest before we go in? I'm ready. Are you sure? Stop worrying much, Mike. I can do this. Okay, then let's go. Remember, I'll be replying on your guide. Me, me, once we lose the light. Once we lose the light. Okay, I won't let you down. They weren't kidding. Even being prepared for what the cave will be like, but it's still the story once we leave the last trace of us behind us. I can't see anything. I can't see a thing. Are you okay, Mike? She reaches her hand and takes my hand. I'm right here. Can you really see in here? Not well, but just enough to get around. That's incredible. Hold on to my hand and keep walking forward. Okay. There is a right turn up ahead. I scrambled, but managed to keep my footing. Sorry, I'll try to be more specific next time. It's okay. Slowly we work our way through the cave. It feels strange and so wildly, despite all and something else, but I trust Astra. Shh. I think I see it. The salamander? Yes, just a little ahead. We creep forward until Astra tells me to stop. I can hear shifting in darkness, but I can't tell what she's doing. Sit down with me, Mike. Okay. I raise myself down onto the cave ground. I once, but the edge of the side until I found Astra again. The salamander is right in front of us. Now, we need to tell it a story. Yes. Do you have the final vital Crest gives us? I get out the vital and press onto Astra's hand and she accepted it. Then clears her throat. Once upon a time there was a girl who set out the quest. We didn't consider herself very brave, but she was quite important. She left her home and went to a distant land. That's right, she said she had a story in mind. The girl who was lonely was at first, but then she made a true friend and ally she could really rely on. As they worked together to fulfill her mission, she began to fall in love with them. A salamander wrote enters Ashra's voice as she continues. At last, they won. Her quest was complete. Victory was hers, but there was no quest at the end. She had to return. She had a choice to return home, and so she left and said goodbye to the one she loved forever. A quiet sound comes from the darkness, and I realize the salamander is crying, just as Ashra said it would. Here, the vital presses against my hand. It's in the darkness, now fulfilled with the salamander tears. I slipped into the safety of my pocket. Thank you for listening to my story. We won't disrupt you anymore. Come on, Mark. I will guide you out. The return journey is a little easier, but Astra's story weighs on my mind the entire time. Where did she get the story from? Should I ask her about it? Hey Astra. Yes? The story that you told the salamander, was it a true story? Why do you think it is? Just a feeling. It was inspired by the true events. Yes. I see. We should get back. Our return flight will be soon. Remember, are you feeling okay? Do you need to rest? As long as you're with me, I'll be fine. The plane ride home is uneventful, but I can tell Ashra is getting tired up by the time we get back to the mansion. How did it go? Ashra, did you need a rest? Maybe just a small rest after we talk. I'll tell Crust about everything. You just rest up. Oh, if you want me to, then I think I will. Tress helps Astro into her pod to rest while I watch fetchingly and then turns back to me. Well, I hand over the vital of the tears. Thank you so much. I'm I'm worried so over exaggerated herself. But we have a second ingredient now with how it passed. We are for time. Don't worry. My patients went to or a truck to finish this. What do you need to prepare anyway? It had to be important. It had to be something pretty important to Crest for me to let Astra to go alone without her. I needed to get something to really make the cure, but I mainly need to prepare the time machine. Huh? Once Astra is cured, we'll be returning to our time, of course. The time machine needs to be we're ready to go. When that time comes, going home to their own time, Astra stories echoes through my mind. Was Astra talking about herself going back to the future? Would you consider staying here? I knew this will come eventually. I don't. I know. I don't really have right to ask about your abandon your home forever. It's more than that. What do you mean? Even if we wanted to stay in this time, we couldn't. I don't understand. Why? Staying in another time has consequences, especially if you're staying in the past. You're blending pretty well so far. There is some problems we would like to take care of, but this isn't about people leading the truth. It's about the time mechanics in other temporal issues. Huh? But if you're leaving here, how come that possibly affected anything? Any amount of the festival travel risk a pox. Every moment as we stay here, we risk changing the future. It might have already changed. That's a sketchy thought. Once Astra is cured, we need to get home as quickly as possible to avoid causing progress. Should I ask more details? No. I have a feeling ask for more details just going to confuse me further. She's a time traveler, so she knows what she's talking about. Besides, Astro knew they had to go back. There must be a good reason. I understand. I wish they were different, but I understand. Thank you for all of your help, Mike. We need to start working on finding the third ingredient. Remember, we only have 3 weeks left. We will find it in time, I promise. Despite my promise to Krebs, I spent the entire walk back to campus thinking about how much this will end in sadness, no matter what we do. Hey, how was your weekend? Oh, it was fine. We had one last ingredient left to find. One more thing we need to do before Crest can make the cure and save Astra's life. We didn't find him in time. Astra will die in approximately 3 weeks. If we do it, though, we need to still have to say goodbye. As soon as Astra's illness is cured, they will go back to their own time, and I will never see them again. Crest and Astra must return to their own time as soon as their mission is finished. Is there any other way? What would I need to do now? Let you know. Find out in the next chapter.